An ad for a $1 flash sale on a Porsche popped up on the man's phone. He assumed it must be some kind of scam, but he accidentally tapped the payment page. Immediately the Porsche's car keys appeared right in front of him. The man picked up the keys and pressed a button. To his surprise, he actually owned a Porsche. Only then did he realize that the flash sale system was real. Just then, he received a call from his ex-girlfriend. The man mistakenly thought she was calling to ask for a reconciliation, but to his surprise it was the voice of his former boss Jack on the line. It turned out his ex-girlfriend had long since cheated on him and was now involved with Jack. Jack mentioned he had organized a birthday party for his ex-girlfriend. He taunted the man asking if he dared to attend. The man immediately agreed to go to the party. When he arrived at the hotel where the party was being held, people immediately mocked him for not being able to let go of his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend however claimed he was no match for Jack. Jack also mocked him saying he reeked of poverty from head to toe. Some even sarcastically suggested he become Jack's driver. That way he'd have a chance to get close to luxury cars. Just then, a waiter came in and said the sports car parked outside needed to be moved. The ex-girlfriend immediately assumed the waiter was referring to Jack's car. Jack also pulled out his car keys and handed them to the waiter, but the waiter clarified that the car that needed to be moved was a Porsche sports car. The man immediately claimed the Porsche was his. Everyone immediately mocked him for putting on airs. Jack immediately declared that if the man was the owner of the Porsche, he would eat his own feces right there on the spot. The man immediately accepted Jack's challenge. He handed the car keys to the waiter. The man said he hoped Jack would keep his promise. The ex-girlfriend immediately mocked the man for being penniless. She concluded that the man was lying and deceiving everyone. Just then, the waiter came in and returned the keys to the man. He said he had parked the Porsche in the parking lot. Everyone was instantly stunned. The man also claimed he hadn't lied, but Jack insisted the man was just putting on a show with a toy in the waiter. The man mocked Jack for trying to back out. Jack however believed the man's entire act was just a performance. He didn't need to honor his promise at all. Then Jack stood up to thank everyone for coming to celebrate his girlfriend's birthday. Immediately someone started cheering for the two to kiss right there. The man knew they were deliberately trying to provoke him. Meanwhile Jack began hugging the woman and kissing her. Just then, a flash sale notification popped up on the system. The man picked up his phone to check. To his surprise he discovered he could buy a single strand of hair for just $1. And this strand of hair could transform into anything. So the man immediately paid to purchase the hair. Then he decided to severely punish Jack and his ex. The man transformed the hair into a pile of feces. He then placed the feces right by the couple's kissing lips. Everyone immediately sensed a foul odor. Jack and his ex-girlfriend instantly felt nauseated and began vomiting. The man immediately mocked Jack for his bizarre fetish. He then claimed he'd lost his appetite and left first. Jack believed the man was behind all of this, so the crowd ran out of the hotel intending to teach the man a lesson. But the man drove up in a Porsche. Everyone was completely taken aback. Jack couldn't believe the man actually owned a Porsche. The man however said none of this had anything to do with Jack. He then mocked Jack telling him to remember to brush his teeth every day. After saying that the man drove off in his Porsche. When the ex-girlfriend realized what had happened she was utterly shocked.